Understandable smooth shit that murderers move with. Understandable smooth shit.
POPAVIST made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into.
Yes. Yes, two times. You know the vibes.
Ooh la la, we.
They go.
Ooh la la, we.
They go.
Ooh la la, we.
Yes.
Ooh la la, we.
Hey.
Ooh la la, we.
Hey.
Ooh la la, we.
They go.
Ooh la la, we. Ooh la la.
You know the motherfucking vibes. Jump out of the bed like where the head, you the whole head.
Way to bring the check.
Where we from, we collect the cup.
Keep us in your thoughts.
Nah, this that knock right here. I have to let that go past.
From the block, see them creeping through the fog.
See this sauce, oh my God.
Look alive, look like I live life on.
You know the motherfucking vibes? Yeah, kid. Now tuned in. POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. We live. We rolling. We unscripted. We authentic. That feeling on a Friday. Yes. Made it through another week. Feeling blessed. Energy is up. Yeah, kid. Let's get a yeah, kid for that. Anybody that's tuned in, if you woke up today, if you know what I mean, you coming from work and you rocking out, you feeling blessed. The weekend is here. Super Bowl weekend. Yeah, who you got? I already told you who I got. Taking Brady. You know what I mean? I like the young buck, but I'm taking Brady. But the energy is up. Just came out of Juma, so I'm feeling blessed. You know what I mean? My energy, my vibrations is up as you should. You should always be appreciative. Should always be thankful and give praise when praise is due. You know what I mean? And y'all know how we do. If you don't, welcome to the channel. Like, haha, come on in. Over here is full transparency. I could see you, and you definitely could see me because my shit is private. You know what I mean? And we deal with the unscripted, authentic vibes over here. But if you are new to the show, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, you know what I mean? Hit the notification button so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. But if you've been rocking with me, you know how we do. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. And we is in the end game. A lot of quick things to get to. I want to go get right at the gym, know what I mean? Before we get to the gym, though, let's get to yesterday on my way to the gym, know what I mean? Shout out to my sis Elise, know what I mean? Shout out EZWAFF&CO, 131st Street, new spot that just popped up in December, you know what I mean? I went over there on some taste testing, man versus food type vibes, know what I mean? They invited me in, took a look around. Let me taste some of them good chicken and waffles.
My channel, y'all know. If you just finished smoking something nice,
another little treat, and I'm gonna be doing the review, and I'm gonna put it up so y'all can look out for that.
Take me out to the ballpark, y'all. What y'all think?
Support
we'll let you know
black business. Keep that money circulating in the communities and all that. But you're black. Yeah, I'm black. You know what I mean? That's why I support black. Let's get into it. Let's get into a couple of quick things. You know what I mean? Let's jump right into this first. Fuck it. Let's jump into this shit.
Labrim Johnson.
Let's jump into
I'm
this.
gonna take a moment to set the record straight for y'all. I see there's a lot of controversy over this Whooty thing. So first and foremost, CJ made a hot song, but the content that he used
made it a hot line. I made it a hot song.
His foundation is based off of love. He's not Whooty. He don't know nothing about Whooty. He just seen a fly splash and he jacked it, which is a smart move. But in life, you gotta show respect and you can't live a lie. Now you jacking something that they got dudes in jail for. There's allegations behind that word right there that made it such a splash for you to want to jack it. They gave him 30 years for a lifestyle full of allegations.
They gave him 30 years, he said.
That you talking about that you never lived. And that shit don't add up, shorty. Like, you trying to take something from people that you can't take. So
listen, this is my take on that. You know what I'm saying? Number one, Popavism 101. And this is not a Popavism today. We're not going to get into Popavism 101, but this is pertinent and this is, you know what I mean, in line with what we just heard. One, that was Labrim, who I don't know. Obviously, he's, you know what I mean, involved. Blocked up, allegations of being involved. 30 years on his conscience. I did that, Nas, hold a block down translation Tuesday. Go see the other video. Waves spinning looking like Mike Bivens aging. Yeah, because you're getting locked up at 18, 19, 17. 30 years on your conscience, coming home 50, but looking like, you know what I mean? And this is not making light of that. I've been in those situations. That's why I'm speaking on it. You know what I mean? So I don't know the brother, obviously. And the brother he's talking about, the rapper, who I didn't know who he was. I heard the song before, you know what I mean? How could you not have heard the song? It's a popping song, you know what I mean? It's, you know what I mean? It's got that energy, and I like it. Didn't know who he was, though. So now hearing this, came on the joint, like I told y'all, I'm running up in these YouTube streets, I'm in these YouTube alleyways looking at what's taking place. You know what I mean? So when I came across this, I just thought it was interesting. It's like, one, for the people that is involved, why would y'all let somebody come and, you know, act like he's involved or pretend like he's involved or say he's involved when he's not? You know what I mean? Like the brother said, people are being taken down for this. Like they swooping down, swooping niggas up, and you out of here. Like package, bag, you out of here. So it's really nothing to play with, you know what I mean? So this really just for the, you know, for my nephews, for my little cousins, for the people in the back, you know what I mean? For your little brother, for your little cousin and nephew, you know what I mean? Like, to not believe the hype and get caught up. A lot of times we can get caught up, and if we don't have nobody to distinguish and give perspective on certain things, then you can be manipulated and duped, you know what I mean? So the thing is, if you're not involved, like, you know, again, why would you want to be involved knowing the consequences that possibly can be an outcome? And also, too, it's like, what image are you pushing? Like, you can still be, I guess, a hood nigga without being that, you know what I mean? So, you know, that's from somebody that's obviously involved, you know what I mean, 30 years, and hopefully he get out on the pill and he do what he got to do to beat the case, you know what I mean, and beat the charges, whatever they may be. Like I told y'all, I've been with people that was, in, you know, caught up, not involved, caught up. Not all of them are involved. Some of them are just caught up because they don't have perspective. They don't have somebody hold on the shoulder and say, this is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And or if they do, they're not listening yet because the person that's telling them is not breaking in yet. I was a hard head. A lot of people came to me as well, or tried to, and I brushed them off, you know what I mean? So that's another aspect of it. But it's just like, yeah, I mean, when I was inside, I'm a nigga, like, you know what I mean? Or the people that's out there tuning in, you know what I mean? Hit that subscribe button. You see things like this all the time, you know what I mean? Or I've seen things like this all the time where you may be one thing in one spot, then when you get to the next spot, then your whole identity is changed, you know what I'm saying? You something else now. Or you got 2 identities or 3 identities, like, you know what I'm saying? And if you know what I'm talking about. One jail, you this, you know what I mean? You this. Then when you get to the next spot, you're not that no more, you a religious person. Then when you get to the next spot, you're not a religious person no more, you this person. You know what I'm saying? And for whatever reason, people do those things out of fear, out of, you know, got to blend in or undercover. Like I really can't say why don't they do those things because I've never done those things. You know what I mean? But the point is, we see people do things to fit in, to be accepted, to, you know, have, so to speak, a safe haven to operate at, to live. You know what I mean? We all just want to live, right? So, you know, if that's the main reason, then cool. But for out here, you know what I mean? As well as in there, if you see, you know, being targeted, you see, you know, people being taken down, just on some common sense shit, or just somebody in your camp, in your ear, probably like, well, maybe this is not what we want to do. Unless, again, it's something that's being pushed for the masses to consume. So that's just something to think about. I thought that was like, you know what I mean? When I seen it, like I said, I didn't know who was the singer, you know what I mean, or the rapper. Heard the song before and all that, but, you know, so I went and looked at the video. So, let me see what they're talking about. And I see the imagery and I see what's going on. So the 2 questions out of that, and then the message is, 1, why would you want to associate with something that's, you know what I mean, being targeted? You know what I mean? 2, the people that's really is involved, why would you let an outsider come do that? You know what I'm saying? for whatever reason, monetary gain, or if you think that's going to help bring a spotlight to you, then maybe I get that part, maybe, you know what I mean? And then the last thing is for the people that's not involved, or you teetering on the fence, or you not sure. I'll just say the message is to my little nephews, my little cousins and all that, your cousins, your brothers in the back, that, yeah, put perspective that that's entertainment. It's not even really what it is. As y'all can see, the brother is not, not affiliated. So you shouldn't have to feel like you got to affiliate it just to be accepted. Now let's move on. So with that being said, so Cardi released a new joint, Up and all that. I listened to it. I watched the video. Video was the visuals was crazy. You know what I mean? Some of them licking the tongue and all that with the other girl, and popping it, like entertaining us like how she do. You know what I mean? We in the end game now. The beat is good, chorus is, catchy. And I can see people probably gonna rock to, especially the chicks when you latch on to the lines like broke niggas shouldn't get no pussy, and I'm back now, bitches, I'm back, you know what I mean? Bow down, kiss the ring and all that. And like I said, it's catchy. I only listened to it one time, watched the video, listened to it. Then I went and looked at the lyrics to see. And see, a lot of people did a reaction. Like, when I was looking at it, like, damn, a lot of people, that's the thing. My thing is it's an alright song. It just brings me to the point to this question. Let's pose it like this. Because it seemed like with the last couple of female records, albums and all that's been out, it's been almost like niggas is not jacking it. Like, niggas ain't fucking with it. The dudes, you know what I'm saying? And it always been kind of a split anyway, or if you could say the elephant in the room, or the underbelly of hip hop on the low, dirty secret, but really not a dirty secret. It's a dude's game. Like, it's been that, even though we had some, prominent females come in, crush the game, break records, and do all that. You know what I mean? To be the first, keep putting that in front of their name, the accolades. But it still's been predominantly men, right? So it already been that way, but like last couple of years, only like just seemed like singles and certain joints that we could rock with, you know what I mean? You could drive it, because it's even like now, in the internet world, social media is like, you can't even listen to certain female artists now, you know what I mean? You get laughed at us, like you can't, you know what I mean? And I see why though, because when you listen to the lyrics, it's not really geared towards dudes, you know what I mean? It's geared towards the women, which is cool. If that's your your fan base and you getting that bag off of it, by all means, I'm not saying you got to switch up. I'm just pointing out an observation, you know what I'm saying? I get with it, like you can't be just rocking out the Megan and certain shit she's saying and the city girls and all that. Now, if you in the club or you in the car and you got the radio on as people, then yeah, you'll listen to the popular songs. But I don't really know no dudes in the gym or riding around listening to certain joints. Maybe a single that they like, you know what I mean? So I said, damn, has it always been this way? Let me go back a little bit, you know what I mean? Far as I really could go back is obviously with All Starts, as far as this genre of, or this division, not genre, hip hop is the genre, but the division of this type of lane with women doing what they do is Lil' Kim, 1996. I mean, like Big Mama, for all the world to see, you know what I mean? And all of the joints that she had, you know what I mean? And that album is considered a classic album. Obviously, she had Big, Hov was on the album, C's, like, you know what I mean? So it was even though it was her first project, it did have collabs on it that gave it a different type of feel and vibe where you can listen. Obviously, certain lyrics, you probably ain't gonna be saying out loud as a dude, but overall, the album and the project, you know what I mean, was good enough for you to rock as a dude. And then you got, obviously like the Queen Latifah, the certain Salt and Pepper singles and shit, but it's like, it's dudes riding around listening to whole projects of women in hip hop, especially hip hop of now, you know what I mean? Not excluding the miseducation of Lauryn Hill, you know what I mean? Singing and rapping but doing it different. Not like a Little Kim and Foxy at that time, and you know what I mean? But like I said, the song is alright, you know what I mean? And I could see people rocking with it. Like I said, I watched it, listened to the lyrics, watched the video. The video was spectacular. She's standing on dudes, she got the girls popping it, like I said, they swap and spit and all that. So, it was like, this shit is entertaining. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah. But is we gonna be rocking that? Is that, you know what I mean? Like, and we'll see, you know what I mean? As this part of, history of the world is told, down the line, years later, when who knows what it's gonna be. But all these stuff that we put out there is for keeps. Like, you really can't take it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't take the shit that you put out there back. You could try to delete it, or most likely somebody already screen recorded that shit, got that shit on the back line, you know what I mean? That feeling like, damn, put some shit out there I wish I could take back, you know what I mean? Before we get off that about Cardi, you know what I mean? That's just that, really, you know what I mean? It's an alright song. It ain't groundbreaking to me. I don't think I'm gonna be in the gym or riding around to that too much, you know what I'm saying? I doubt it. I doubt it, you know what I mean? All right, LeBron James. The Lakers won last night. They back on the winning track, and throughout the season they're going to have their losses and shit, but they still gonna probably be the best team. If not, you know, they in the top 5 power rankings. But talking about the All-Star, because Fox, he came out and was like, it's stupid as well. And then you see the comments after the game last night. LeBron like, yeah, it's a slap in the face. He was under the assumption it wasn't even going to be no All-Star game. So, like, he didn't know. I ain't know. And whether it is or it's not, or whether he played or not, the thing is, should they have one is the question. Some people are like, well, you have in the season, so if you could play in the season, then you could play in the game. But the thing is, like, you doing it in Atlanta. You doing it in hot Atlanta. They got the demon time running crazy out there, you know what I mean? And so it's like, I understand that part. It's like, all right, it is a pandemic. We trying to be as safe as possible, even though the vaccine is rolling out, you know, state by state, day by day, et cetera. You know what I mean? If you following all that, then you know what I mean? I mean, so, but in Atlanta, like, they never closed down, right? And I'm still wondering, like, why they was the only place that didn't shut it down. They like, fuck it. Any answers out there? I guess I could Google it. So I'm sure it was a law or somebody in power saying, nah, we're not doing that. But it just goes to see, like, yeah, in every state, different laws dictate different things, and the people in power and wherever you at, they really dictate shit until the people say, nah, this is what we really kind of want. We're not gonna give y'all that much power. But they didn't shut down. It's like your Uncle Murder, it was the only place they ain't shut down their clubs. Bitches still was twerking through the pandemic. Like, you know what I mean? Social distance. You're gonna look at this ass from a distance and all that. But having it, you know, he say he gonna play if he's selected. This will be his 15th or something like that. He been in the league 18 years. So, you know, he ain't really worrying too much about that. And I mean, I think he more so thought he was gonna get a break. But, you know, what y'all think? That is, they should have it, and why they picked Atlanta out of all places? They could have. I think they should have picked the safest place if you are gonna have it, to keep the players safe, being how they all gonna converge on, you know, on one area and then go back to where they're going. So, you know, that's why they pay the people the big bucks. You know what I mean? They don't pay me the big bucks. Let's get into some NBA picks. It's Friday. Super Bowl weekend. Who you got? Who you like? Who you taking? Told y'all who I was taking. Taking Brady. But tonight we taking, this will we taking in the NBA. Quick NBA picks right now. The record is we 14 for 28. We had 50%. We bet on 28 games. We lost 14. We won 14. So we didn't lose no money, but we didn't win no money. So that's the thing. You want to fucking win. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I want winners. I want people that want to win. Yeah, I want people that want to win. I mean, as you should. But this is who I like tonight. I like Indiana. I like Orlando. I like Miami. I like Minnesota, Boston, and Phoenix. Let's go over that again with the spreads, because I'm picking with the spreads. If I was picking just the game to win, then my record is better. But this purpose is we betting with the spread. You know what I mean? Bet with the spread. When you do money line, it's less money. And I'm not poo-pooing the less money, but normally when you is betting, you betting with the spread. You know what I mean? Most of the time. So that's why I give out the information as such. All right, this is who I like again, so y'all can know who they playing and who the spread is. Indiana at home, -1. They playing the Pelicans. Zion and them boys. He averaging the most points in the paint, too. He balling out. He definitely balling, but their record is, you know what I mean? Talking about trading ball, maybe, who knows? That'll be interesting to see where he end up at. But I like Miami over the Pelicans tonight. I like Orlando at home getting 2.5. They playing the Bulls. Zach LaVine, is he on the move? Who knows? I mean, do he want to be on the move? I think he do want to get out of Chicago. Nobody want to keep losing and losing and losing. I want winners. Yeah. Shout out to Mike Singletary. I want winners. I want people that want to win. I like Miami at home playing against Washington. Bradley Beal, I mean, if they wasn't losing, he would be considered in the MVP race too in the early, it's early, but he balling out. I think every game he averaging 25 or 26 or some shit like that. He going off, but they losing. He might be out of there too. KRS-One, do you ever think about when you out of here? Fly video, record deal, out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Phoenix at home giving 7.5 to Detroit Pistons. The Pistons is trash. Like, I mean, they like my New York Knicks. Sorry, they one of the bottom feeders in the NBA. It is what it is. But Devin Booker and them, they got a chance to make it pop out there in the West. I think because certain teams is behind, and even though it's still early, even though the All-Star break is coming up, and normally after that we in the second half. But the All-Star game is if they have it, is going to be next month, not this month. Normally it is during this month. You know what I mean? Last game is Boston. Boston at the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, they all balling, but they're not under the radar. I've been hearing a little bit of whispers. They under the radar. To me, they not under the radar. Like, they still one of the best teams, the top teams that have championship aspirations, and for that, you don't get to fly under the radar. But, when it's games every night, it's like you pick and choose the highs and the lows of a season. You're going to lose some games, and you're going to win more games than you lose. How you look while you're doing it, that determines the narrative. But they're going to have something to say in the playoffs at the end of the day, and they probably will win tonight, but I'm taking Boston with that 6.5. Jaylen Brown is a game-time decision. Like I told you, I go to RotoWire and I go to Sports Insight to see who's playing and injury reports and all that, little statistics and shit. So that's what, 6 games? Let's try to go 6 for 6. We go 6 for 6 tonight. I might eat the hot chip, but you know I'm lying. You know what I mean? POPAVIST. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. Moving right along. Moving right along. Super Bowl party, where you watching it at? You know what I mean? What's going to be some of your favorite dishes and all that? I told y'all, if y'all got the sweet tooth or y'all want some good chicken and waffles, you in Harlem, you in the Bronx, go holler at, you know what I mean, EZWAFF&CO. They stay open to 8. Food is official. Fire. Support black. You know what I mean? Quick, shit, you can't make this shit up, right? One, I want to know who the hell be starting these challenges, like on TikTok. It's probably some Asian perv somewhere, you know what I mean? Putting that shit out there like, yeah, I want to see y'all do the suck it challenge. I want to see y'all do the bust it challenge. I want to see y'all do the silhouette challenge. I want to see y'all do the fake doodle and, you know what I mean, scare the shit out the kids challenge. I want to see you do all that shit. Like, somebody sitting in the back somewhere like, what's going to make these bitches go crazy? Yeah, and I'm saying it like that because you don't see no niggas doing this shit. Like, it ain't, you know what I mean, flex your chest challenge. You know what I mean? Pull out your joint challenge in front of anybody. You know what I mean? Ain't no dumb shit like that. Niggas be doing wild, crazy shit. You know what I mean? Look at me. You know what I mean? But some Freaky Friday shit to see how we normalize things, or what should be looked at with the side eye gets normalized, you know what I mean? And societies where we accept shit, you know what I mean? Well, if you living in it, you know what I mean? If you have a say, and then now everybody got platforms, so you definitely can have a say, even if it's safe behind your, you know what I mean, your camera, your Instagram, or whatever it is. But on the island, I told y'all, I'm not an angel. I've been there a few times. When I was an adolescent, though, and I was there, this is some of the shit that was normalized. And when I tell you, I'm gonna be like, oh, this shit sounds kind of crazy. Like, this is crazy shit, crazy. You know what I mean? And we in the end game, so let's have some cheers for that. Can't make this shit up. So on the island, you know what I mean? First time I was there, you know what I mean? Classification wasn't that high. Was in like the dorms and the bubbles and the sprungs and all that. The springs. It's been a minute. You know what I mean? And even inside, once I got to a high classification and you went in the cell blocks and shit. You know what I mean? Like the adolescents, you know what I mean? Some of them, a lot of them, would get money. And I don't mean working out. To the female COs and all that in there. And getting money is masturbating, beating your dick, jerking off. You know what I mean? But they would like go get the tissue, like be revved up, you know what I mean? For the, you know, for whatever, get their little grease or whatever, go to their bed. And then if you got a clear view of where the offices be, you know what I mean? The bubble, as they call it, you know what I mean? The booth. And masturbate to the lady COs and all that. Like, you know what I mean? Some of them, like I said, in the cell block, act like they on the phone. The phone is located by the joints. And straight, you know what I mean? Be looking at the joints and their uniforms. Now, other people seen this, like, that wasn't doing it, or that is involved too, or, you know, that done it before. So you walk by, you on the phone like it's nothing. Like, you go and you say, crack my cell. Like, you know what I mean? I need tissue. I'm going to use the bathroom. Come back out. Or lock, you know, every hour they open in the joint. Sometimes, not all the time, officers be on some bullshit. But it's normal to walk by and see that. And then in the dorm at night for the 11 to 7 tour, the female officer that got to come in, because you're in the dorm with adolescents and you're not in the cell block, you have to have some type of supervision, even though shit still went down. Niggas have been set on fire, they beds been on fire, cut, people sneaking around doing shit, even with the, you know, officer present. But they fall asleep, you know what I mean? And some of them don't fall asleep. And there'd be a few people in they bed, you know what I mean, with direct view of the female officer jerking their dick. And this shit is accepted. So my thing is, one, what's your thoughts? I know your head went boom when I said, like, this is some real Freaky Friday shit, right? It sound crazy. And this is no capping, this is no none of that. Like, on this channel, seriously, pride my shit on being fully transparent, meaning I could see you, and you definitely, if you tune in, you can see me. Unscripted, authentic, none of that. We're not writing jokes down to entertain you. This is who it is. This is what it is. And this is shit that I seen firsthand, that I experienced. You know what I'm saying? So if you never heard that before, you know what I mean? And obviously some people is oblivious, or some people was laughing, or they like, I heard this shit already. Nigga, I was one of those niggas doing it like that. I mean, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. So it's nothing. But on version is, it's like, damn, imagine that's your moms or your aunt coming to work on the island, coming to do their shift, get their little money and go home, and you got these little niggas, a few of them, beating their dick on some MILF shit, on some, you know what I mean, like Freaky Friday shit. Bold coming to, like I said, the booth where the phone is at, fake like you on the phone, just to get a closer view of the buns, right? So I'll leave out with this, because nigga talking, right? But y'all know that already, long-winded. I'll leave with this. As I seen somebody say that the visual that we see don't play a part in how we are as a society. What's one of the first things that you did after watching the karate flick, if you was into that? You know what I mean? If you were a dude or woman and you like karate, and you was in there with your little cousins or whoever, you kicked the shit out of them, or they kicked the shit out of you, or they karate chopped you in your fucking neck when you was least suspected it, and that shit hurted like, damn, you just try to off me, you know what I mean? And it's fun and it's all that, and you hyped up and you connect to it, but it's the visual manipulation and seduction, and you know what I mean, that they do to you. Same thing when you see Michael Jackson dancing and imitating, you try to do that shit, or you seen the Diana Ross and the Wizard of Oz, and you got your fucking hairbrush or whatever, and you started singing as a female, and you start dancing and trying to entertain. All that shit plays a factor in how we move and how we think, what's accepted in society, what's not accepted. So don't be naive to that. That's why I said, for the people in the back with the little cousins, my little nieces and nephews, this is for them. So somebody with some perspective, you know what I mean, who know, you know, right from wrong and can give an alternative to what's being force-fed. You know what I mean? As soon as you open up your phone, you see the challenges, you see shit like, oh, I want to do that shit too. Yeah, 12 years old, you want to do that shit too. You know what I mean? You want to do what mommy do, you want to do what auntie do, you want to do what Pam and them do. Yeah, you do. Because they not no different from you as a human. When you was young, when you seen shit, you wanted to do it. Not every single thing, but you was influenced. And then it's the last thing I'll say. You know what I mean? No matter, well, yeah, if you got to be of a certain age. Say you 30 and older. 30 and older. and even if you could say 25, because that's a good age. Think about who you are as an individual, I mean, man or woman. What you like doing, what you don't like doing. Think of your interests. Think of who is the most influential people that was in your life. From your circle, like your family, your moms, your pops, your cousin, people you hung around. And then, I won't say celebrities, but I'll say outside of that, of the family and your friends, people that you don't know outside, you know what I mean? What type of influences they have on you? Is it present in who you are as an individual? And then you'll be able to see. If you have never done that before, do it. And you say, oh, dang, this is why I don't like this, or this is why my thinking is like this towards this. It's because of a book I read. It's because of a song that I really liked when I was young. It affected me in this way. Do it that way, and then leave a comment and know what I mean, below. Hit me in the Gmail. You already know it's your boy POPAVIST. POPAVIST TV. It's Friday, Super Bowl weekend. What type of dishes you going to be chefing up? What you eating? Leave a comment on that too. I might try one of them joints. You know what I mean? Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Yeah, kid. That feeling.